Hey guys, Turk. This is well, we'll see how quick this video will be. This is just a little clarification of something. I just realized an error I made with something I forgot with the video I just uploaded earlier. I was talking about whether the world government or Vegapunk specifically could have already made cloning, and I totally forgot that the cloning does exist already in the One Piece world. The Vinsmokes are doing it. The German Kingdom, I should say. The Vinsmoke is in charge of German Kingdom. I guess it doesn't matter maybe it doesn't matter who I say, but so cloning does already exist in the One Piece world. I'm looking over the wiki page here. I have to go back and check the manga too to see all this, but so. That's something? So, alright, hold on. My cat was meowing. So, yes, cloning. I was talking about whether because as I understand it, with the pacifistas, the new pacifistas, the Separums, or I'm going to say pacifistas right now. I don't remember how to pronounce the new name. They appear to be some kind of gene-spliced versions of Lunarian DNA with, well, maybe not gene-spliced. I'm thinking too whether or not they're still possible that way. The pacifistas are some kind of creation, Frankenstein creation using Lunarians, and from what we saw with the ones that were present on Amazon Lily, they have possibly some kind of DNA injected with them of the former warlords. So Bo Hancock, probably her sisters was mentioned, and I think there was supposed to be one that looks like Mihawk, and I talked about cloning, and so there is cloning in existence here already, and so that part I totally got wrong, and I forgot about, so that's not as much of a revelation as my brain was thinking earlier. But it still lends me to think that this theory can be correct, and that if so, some of the stuff I said earlier is on the table maybe as far as what the world government can do if they have, say, Roger's body. I was speculating especially what happens if they have that and can use his DNA with Lunarian DNA or anything else they're going to want to cook up, anything else Vegapunk or someone thinks up and puts into these new pacifistas. So some dangerous stuff can happen here, some dangerous combinations, and it'll be interesting to see what they do. Also, it points out, I was wondering that this wiki page points out that cloning is banned by the world government or something. So I'm wondering if they even knew up until recently that if the world government knew if the German Kingdom was doing this already, and maybe they I wonder though. So that also makes me think maybe the world government it only bans it because they want the monopoly on it. They want control of this process. And Vegapunk may already know how to do something like this, since Judge, I think, was a subordinate, an assistant. He worked with Vegapunk in some capacity in the past, and so is Queen. So they would, the world government may already be worried about this being they would worry about something like the German Kingdom, a significant nation state like that, having that ability to be a potential rival. Because you can see the world government wants total control. They're called the world government for a reason, and we understand they are technically like the greatest threat to anyone and everyone in the world of One Piece. I would argue that in some ways they're scarier than what Blackbeard is, because they have all the Marines and all they're creating these things. So it will be interesting to repeat myself. So this gives more to think about with that, and I just want to clarify that I forgot that cloning is a thing already. And but it still lends me to wonder what combinations with what we saw with the pacifistas on Amazon Lily, what will come next, and yeah.